Hi guys, Caleb here with PS4Blast.com. You can find me on Xbox Live at Balks13, or you can find me on Twitter at Caleb Meeks. Today we're going to be reviewing the Magic Circle Gold Edition for the Xbox One. This is our first review on the Xbox One for PS4Blast.com. I'm Caleb, I'm your new video reviewer for Xbox One, and let's jump into it. So, the Magic Circle Gold Edition. First thing you'll notice is it's a really interesting storyline. So the whole premise behind it is there is this game development company that is making this game, and due to changes in development, differing opinions, budgetary constraints, all kinds of things, this game has not become anything near what they were expecting it to be. So you have unfinished pieces of gameplay, you have pieces like bridges that were not put in, you have all kinds of random assortments of a undeveloped game go wrong. The neat thing is, so you're in this, and your playable character is you are playing as the playtester. And what the playtester is, essentially, is kind of a glitch in the system a little bit. So the premise behind this is that deleted things in the game do not go away. They go into something called ghosting. And it's a really neat concept. So let's get started on this, and we'll go forward. Right away, you'll see graphically, it is a very pretty game. While it does go with the cel-shaded graphic style, a la Zelda Legend of Wind Waker years ago, I think it does it really well. The environments look really neat, really cool. Right here we have a gentleman with a sword. This is one of our first unfinished projects. As you can see, it's a skin with no kind of graphical face or anything. And right off the bat, we have a look at our developers right here. This is Ish. Now, Ish is quite the interesting individual in the sense that he is kind of the game's antagonist. And then we have Maze, which is one of his co-workers. And she is an antagonist a little bit, but she's kind of a protagonist against the mainstream establishment that is Ish and this big development company. Right here, you can see they're bickering over if there should be combat or not in the game.
What possible story could survive these conditions?
It's a murder mystery now? Everyone's dead. Who could do such a thing? Oh, yeah.
And that is just a bit of what this game is about. And this is one of the things, while kind of a neat concept, is one of the things the game really suffers from, is the back and forth banter between these two. While the first few times you see it, it's kind of a neat concept, but their back and forth just gets really drawn out and boring, and it's just not really good humor. But let's get back into gameplay. So you keep going, you're walking along, you see a guy with a spike in his chest, and then right again, here's our developers again. Bickering over if there should be a enemy right at the gates here. And then we continue on, we keep going, and if you look around again, graphically this is just a great looking game for the graphics. But again, we suffer from the banner from the two of them, and it's going to be a big issue in this game that a lot of people, from what I've seen as well on other reviews, have taken issue with, and it just becomes incredibly boring. Throughout the game, you'll see these little change logs. These change logs will have more information about the game development and the issues that have been seen with it thus far through the game. This part here in particular, what we need to do is you need to go to each of these little portals. You grab the item, you toss it up in there, and you fill it in. And here's one of the problems that I have with the game in addition to the banner. So when you're doing this, you have some of the wonkiest, weirdest controls I've seen in a game. Some of it's not bad, but you have like right button, like RB is your pickup button. you also hold and release to throw, and then the game also has you use the Y button to jump, which, I mean, in my gaming experience on Xbox, and I've been an Xbox gamer since the original Xbox, and I believe I've been a live member since 2004. I've never had a game that I've played that you jump with the Y button. So it's really kind of a weird feel on the controls a little bit on some things a few times.
Want to ship this thing. That's the contract
So as we play through and all that, big things to touch on that in my review I think is important. So gameplay, I would honestly probably give the gameplay about a B-. It's not awful. It's nothing revolutionary, nothing that is really just dropping my jaw in the game. But it's not bad. I mean, it's well put together. It's functional. It doesn't really have any big glitches or hiccups in it for an unfinished game. But all in all, I mean, the gameplay's not bad. Graphics, I would probably give the graphics an A-. I would have given it A or an A+. But cel shaded's a little outdone to me in some aspects. I loved Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I loved it in Borderlands. But I just think we're a little past graphically on cel shaded. While it is done very well in here, the constant lack of color gets a little boring. The neat aspect of that is eventually you start adding colors back to things. Which is really great. As far as sound, while the sound, I actually think the parts that have good sound, the score is really good. It has some good music in it, but the big issue is a decent amount of the time you don't have much sound. There's not much interaction with a huge gameplay score, and it just seems like the sound only pops in at inopportune times. So you'll be fighting, you would expect fighting other things, there to be sound during that and stuff like that. But no, I mean, it's just like these dark, ominous moments. You get these dark tones, and they sound great. But I mean, I would like a little more sound during my gameplay. So sound, I would probably give it a C. But my overall score, I would say it's a B+. It's not a bad game. I think it's pretty fun. It's definitely on the strange side. One thing you'll notice here, so I just completed the game. But the thing is you didn't. I completed the walkthrough, which is considered the new game. Now they have a pro mode. So we hop into pro mode, and this is my second video take. The first time I did this, I sat here for 10 minutes. But you can look around, and then you walk into this gentleman. And then after you go in here, your pro mode starts, where you start the game back up, and you're full on in as the playtester now. Perceived value. The game is $19.99. I feel like that is just a little bit too high for this game. I don't feel like you're getting your money's worth at $20. I would say that this is at $14.99, this isn't a bad title. At $9.99, I think this game would be a great pickup. But I think $20 is a little too optimistic on the developer's end. If you pick it up, you'll definitely have fun with it. It's a fun game. A scotch bit too expensive, I think, just right out the gate for the casual gamer, for a game that they have no idea what it is, and you can't really tell in the game store what you're getting. But yeah, so overall, I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. My only real dislikes, like I said, would be the lack of music, the controls, and the banter between the developers in the sky. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed my first video review. I hope to get a little bit better at this and a little more in depth. We'll see you next time.